All right, Doc. We got another topic to get to, and
We
we're
sure do. Harper,
30 plus minutes into this show.
when's the last time you got real fucked up and got behind the wheel of a car?
Oh, come on.
Never. Harper wouldn't do something like that. He's a good
Yeah,
Catholic white boy
that's
from
right.
Metairie.
It's been a
Come on.
while.
No, it never happened.
It never happened.
Now, it
X-Men.
did, because here's the thing. Times have changed and we've all learned and grown.
Yeah.
And so we're not here to romanticize the times when Harley and the boys would drink a case of beer rolling down the highway. But at least they didn't get pulled over. And if they did, they weren't blowing a .294.
Can you tell the people what you're talking about, Doc?
No, that's your job. Your job is to keep it. Your job is to keep it on the wheels on the road, while Harper and I are consistently grabbing the wheel and tugging it to the left or right.
According to the Daytona Beach News Journal, and this is where I'm going to ask our legal friends who listen to this show to tell us what they think, and maybe we'll have a follow-up in another week or so, or 2 weeks, whenever they get back to us. Hardy, 44, was arrested for DUI, driving while his license was canceled, revoked, and violating a restriction in which he was required to have a DUI interlock device in his vehicle.
So you said Hardy, which one?
Jeff, sorry. This was Hardy's third DUI offense in the last 10 years and is a third-degree felony, according to the Daytona Beach News Journal. So, on Interstate 4... I was going to keep going. One more thing, Doc. Police said Hardy was swerving all over the roadway, failing to maintain his lane, and running off the roadway. Police said Hardy admitted to drinking earlier in the day. Hardy agreed to 2 breathalyzer readings and blew a .294 and .291. The legal limit in Florida is .08.
They got the video. You can watch it.
I don't know if I...
It's on TMZ.
Of course. They get everything.
He says he did a couple shots of Fireball earlier. I'm like, dude, why would you say that?
Okay. So my mother-in-law is an elderly lady, and she drinks maybe 4 or 5 times a year. And when I say drinks, I mean has a drink.
That's like Christmas, New Year's,
Thanksgiving, yeah.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she has decided she likes some sort of concoction with Sprite and Fireball or some shit that they
Oh,
make.
my God.
So there's Fireball in the house. And every once in a while, I think it's a good idea to, just, get into super trouble and try it. And it never turns out well. It's never a good idea.
Yeah, I can't do shots anymore, bro. It's just fuck this, bro.
Okay. So none of us are angels. We've all done things we regret. We all live in glass houses when we're about to throw some stones, but grab your rocks, because here we come. Dude, he is 44 years old. That means if he's still getting behind the wheel, and he's rich, or he ought to be, let's say that. If he's still getting behind the wheel, he's male Sonny in waiting.
I don't understand. Why didn't you just call a fucking Uber?
Right.
Because he's Jeff Hardy? I don't get it. If there's one thing the NFL, I think, generally gets right on some of this stuff, is I think they have a policy, or they have a partnership or something where you can just do that, call an Uber. I know guys still drink and drive, but my point is, I thought that too. I was like, just, especially nowadays, just call an Uber or a Lyft. I mean, it ain't that hard. The other thing, this is one thing I didn't understand about the story, Doc, is so he violated the restriction in which he's required to have that DUI interlock device on his vehicle. So was he driving his vehicle, or was he driving someone else's vehicle? Because if he was driving his vehicle, I didn't know those interlock devices can just easily be taken off.
Be bypassed, right.
So that was a question I had, but I didn't mean to sidetrack, because
it was a Dodge Charger, so I don't know. It could have been. Well, he can't get a rental car, so I don't know. I assume he can't.
So here's the thing. Again, we're not angels. We're not good Christian athletes, and we're not down at the Wayward Home for Single Mothers.
Harper is. He's a good Catholic white boy from Metairie.
That's right. Tell him, Michael.
There, no such thing exists. Now,
hey,
he goes to St. Clement, Rome every Sunday, right, Harper?
you want to drink? By all means, I'll probably have a few with you. If you have a problem,
bitch, you be fucking drunk. You
if you have a problem. I drink Jeff Hardy under the table, lickety split. I'm not worried about that.
You're just not gonna drive after.
Right.
Exactly. And that's the point is, if you have a true problem with alcohol, you need to get help. But again, like we said a few weeks ago about Sonny, if you want to tear up your own life, I prefer you don't, but have at it. You get on the road and you run somebody over, now we have a problem. Some innocent bystander to your bullshit gets fucked with.
And it was like
9:30 in the morning, so I assumed he got arrested at night.
Right.
And then he was eventually booked at 9:30.
That's when you could hit kids. Like
no.
at 3:30 in the morning, you're only going to bump into other drunks on the road.
Right. Except but it's a fucking raccoon or something.
That's Harper's ex coming home.
Okay, keep going. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay, so Harper, I need your help here. You're blowing at 0.29 at 9:30 in the morning.
Bruh.
Blowing.
That means you just got done drinking.
Right.
All night.
That's something I've done like in my 20s, but like when you're like basically middle-aged and you still doing shit like that, it's like, come on, bro. What are you doing? Right. Grow up.
For real. We joke about that all the time, but
in
this instance, grow up.
Right. I drink all the time. I do it at home. And what I've learned, and this was the best thing I've learned in my entire, without a doubt, the best thing I learned in my 40s. Get started early in the day, wrap it up at a reasonable hour, and go to bed at your normal bedtime so that you don't feel like shit the next day.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, he's a day drunk. Both of y'all.
Right. I didn't say don't drink. I didn't even really say cut back. I said don't get behind the wheel. And if you want to feel better the next day, go to bed early at your normal time.
I love it. Oh, this is great.
You know what I did? For the first time in fucking a million years.
Shower?
No. I had to piss in a bottle in the car. When was the last time y'all did that shit?
I tried to get my son to at a soccer tournament about 3 weeks ago, and he was too nervous.
Yeah.
Were you in a Walmart parking lot?
No. I was in a Taco Bell fucking drive-thru at like 11 o'clock, about fucking midnight or so. Last Friday night.
Were you drinking?
No.
Why were you out that late then?
Because I just got off of work. And we'll fucking earlier. Then I went to the bar, and I had just
story's falling apart.
And like,
I just said, were you drinking? You said no, and then you said you had a few. I'm gonna start calling you Jeff Hardy.
I wasn't fucked up.
Are you gonna do a swanton bomb next? Come on.
I'm sitting in line, bro. And it was like a half an hour. I was like, I gotta piss, dude. And it was like DEFCON 1. I was like, what the fuck? And I look, there's a water bottle. I was like, how am I gonna? Because normally when I do that, well, like back in the day when I used to do it, the best bottles are those. They got these monster aluminum bottles with those. That's got the big fucking mouth on it, like the big hole. Those are perfect. And I would always keep one of those cans in the car. And I'm like, fuck, what we're gonna piss in? I found the fucking water bottle. And I pulled it off, dude. I had to put in that little bitty ass fucking hole. I pulled it off, bro. I'm like a fucking sniper. I was like,
man, seriously, they
like
ought to have
Bradley Cooper, bro. I was just...
They ought to have They ought to legitimately have cops sitting there with a roadblock on the other side of fast food drive-thrus late at night.
Oh yeah,
Bruh.
yeah.
The Whataburgers in Texas, every single person's going down.
I went to one of those before we left. I was like, I gotta go to a Whataburger. The night before we fucking went there, I got the patty melt, which is fucking delicious.
Like,
No, Whataburger's good, man.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
Austin also had In-N-Out there as well.
We got them up here.
Oh, do you really? Damn, y'all lucky.
I
Never
don't
been
like
to
that
one.
place. I don't think it's
Those-
all that great.
No, those
Nah.
are good.
I fear that if we don't talk about 91 wrestling soon, we won't.
All right.
We'll never get through the show. So, Doc, any closing thoughts on
And here's
Jeff
the
Hardy?
thing. In all seriousness, him, the Uso brother, whatever, they got talent in the wrestling ring, but I hope they don't hurt somebody else. And so I hope, Tony Khan suspended him without pay till he goes to treatment.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Till he goes to treatment. Hopefully that works. Hopefully that's what he needs. If you need a sober buddy, Harper will be your sponsor.
Yeah. Oh fuck, bro. I mean, I had a friend of mine. She, I don't know. She fucking went down a bad path in life. I put it to you like that. And
so many questions have already lined up in my brain.
And she went to rehab and she needed a sponsor. And my friend Brett goes, "What, like in NASCAR?" I fucking laughed my ass off. Yeah, she's gonna have fucking Budweiser racing on the side of fucking, Shell gas on the side of fucking,
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh my God.
Was this girl hot?
No.
Oh, then I lost interest real quick.
Yeah.
She's still with us?
I'll be honest, I have no idea, bro.
If you had to put a percentage on it.
50-50.
Those aren't good odds.
Yeah, that's not good at all.
And on that note,
with the way I live, they told me at my last physical, my chances of a heart attack or stroke were like 3%. They were like, "That's really good for somebody your age."
Well,
I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm gonna live forever." And they were like, "Slow down."
on that note, we are 46 minutes into this, 47 maybe, and we still got to talk about 1991 from January 12th of 91. So, Doc, I've got the video up for us.